Hey lovelies, welcome back. This week, can I help you? I love you too. This week, we have Echo Tools, we have sleep masks, and we have a head-to-head battle of the dry shampoos. And a sneak peek at a product I just picked up picked it up about a week ago for next week's review. You're going to have to get down, sweetie. Yes, I know. I don't have enough. This item we have today is this here from Echo Tools. It's a luxury spa cloth, and it says it's good for sensitive skin. I picked this up at TJ Maxx a couple of weeks ago, and honestly, I was so thrilled with it that I went out and bought the rest of what they had. So, my first impression of this is that it was going to be really scratchy. It was probably going to stain and would most likely fall apart in the washer. So, of course, I had to test it out. Way better than to test if something like this will stain than with a clay mask. Surprisingly, the clay mask that I use didn't stain this. Not bad, since Lord knows how many washcloths I've actually had to throw away because they were so stained up. Was it scratchy? Not really. I mean, it says it's 100% cotton, I believe. Yes, it's made with 100% organic cotton. So, was it scratchy on my sensitive skin? Like I said, not really. It was just enough that it cleaned off the day's makeup without a problem. And for the biggest test, I put it through a charcoal mask. I thought for sure the charcoal mask was going to stain this. Did it? No. I was actually surprised. Of course, I threw them in the washer, and I thought they're 100% cotton, they're going to shrink, which they do. I mean, that's to be expected with 100% cotton. It's going to shrink up a little bit in the wash and the dryer. Other than that, they came out great. They're still quite usable. There really wasn't a whole lot of shrinkage. Maybe a quarter inch, which really isn't bad. That having been said, if you have a small lingerie bag that you use to put like your bras and whatnot in the washer, I would put these in that to wash them, because they do tend to get lost in the washer fairly easily. Otherwise, not bad. I'm very pleased with it overall. After doing some research, I was able to find these on sale on the Echo Tools website for let me check my notes. Let's see. Echo Tool, yeah, on their website for $5.99 each, which really isn't bad. I paid $3.99 at TJ Maxx for them a piece. So, price isn't bad. It's something that I think all of us girls could use and not have to worry about staining and throwing away our good wash rags because of, daily makeup removal and whatnot. Very impressed. So now, on to our next item. Sleep masks. Now, we have two types of sleep masks today. Let me see, where did I put them? Here's one. Now, this is the gel bead style sleeping mask. The package said it could be used either hot or cold. Honestly, I only used it cold. And that's because I did not trust my microwave not to overheat this and melt it. The instructions do say that you can heat this for 10-second increments until it's however warm you want it to be. And it can go in the freezer for up to an hour to get it good and cold, and I wouldn't let it go any longer than that. Just out of fear of damaging the little, let's see if you can see that there. I wouldn't leave this in the freezer more than an hour, just out of fear of damaging the little beads in the mask. Using it cold is supposedly will cut down the swelling and puffiness around your eyes and help, it claims to help ease sinus pressure. Ultimately helping you to sleep more soundly. I thought, great. This might actually help me get a good 8 hours sleep. Studies have shown that not getting enough sleep can affect our health in all kinds of ways, such as memory and learning impairment, our daily mood. We all know how crabby we can be on just a few hours of sleep. But in researching these products, I did find some tidbits I did not know. And I'll go over them for you before I get into this mask anymore. I learned 3 new things, actually. 1, sleep deprivation can be linked to things such as high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat. That's kind of scary. And it can and has been linked to increased stress hormones in the body. That's pretty scary when you really think about it. The second thing I learned is getting enough sleep can help with the functioning of your immune system. Makes sense. When we've been burning the candle at both ends and we end up getting sick, it's most likely because we haven't been getting enough rest, right? And the last thing I learned, now I want to read directly from my notes so I get this right, is chronic sleep deprivation can lead to weight gain by affecting the way your body stores and processes carbohydrates. And it also alters hormone levels that affect appetite. Something else I didn't know. I guess that gives us more incentive to get a better night's sleep. And with those things in mind, I went ahead and I gave this gel mask a shot first. It was okay. I didn't care for now, mind you, it has a strap on the back with Velcro. But even after having fooled with it for a while, I still did not care for the way that it fit my face. I have wide-ish cheekbones. and it just did not sit right. I'm sure that if I'd have fooled with it a little longer, maybe I could have. Can I help you? Maybe I could have gotten a better fit out of it. That said, this little strap didn't help much. It didn't really stay cold very long for what I would have liked. I mean, I got maybe 20 minutes, 30 at the very most, of cooling relief on my eyes. And I'm sorry, but for my money, I want something that stays cool a little bit longer in a 60-degree room. You gonna stay there for the rest of the video? Okay. Although I will say, all that aside, the one thing that I did like about this was the fuzzy backing on it. It was really super soft on my eyes. And the weight of this did somewhat, I guess, help with the swelling. Because at the end of the day, you're tired, you've been in a computer screen, you've been running around, it could be allergy season, which is just kicking up here. The weight of this on my eyes actually felt really good. Even if the cold wasn't really enough to soothe them or to take out the swelling, at least the weight seemed to help a little bit. Honestly, I wasn't able to wear this all night. It claimed that, overnight comfort. No. This came off and was flung onto the bedstand after about an hour or so. Is it cute? Yes. Does it feel nice against the eyes? Yeah. Does it really help? No. And certainly not, at least in my case, not wearable all night long. The second mask I tried is this one right here. Because it's got, I want to say, like, preformed eye cups for it. And this sleep mask is by Kinsey brand. Now, I've never heard of this brand before. The claims on the package read lightweight, cool and comfortable, and contoured for pressure-free eye comfort. It has an adjustable strap. Oh my. Well, I'm going to have to adjust that again later. See, it has a Velcro strap and elastic strap. And it claims that it blocks 100% of light for better sleep, and the domed eye cups are for deeper, rapid eye movement sleep. Those are kind of tall claims, so of course I had to put it to the test. What I found after several nights of using this particular sleep mask is once you finally get this adjusted, it fits great. Now, like I've already said, I've got the high, wide cheekbones, and that is a problem for me, especially when dealing with sunglasses, sleep masks, eyeglasses even. So, to find something with just a tiny bit of messing with that actually fit was great. It was amazing. Love it. Now, did it block out all the light when I had it on? After I got it adjusted, it did. Quite well, actually. I tested this not only at night when the house is dark, but for the claim of blocking out all the light, I tested it during the day as well. It worked. After getting it adjusted properly, it worked great. It blocked out all the light. Too bad it doesn't come with little earplugs to block out noise too. Kenzie, if you ever watch this video, an idea for you: get some earplugs to go with it. Perfect sleeping. This is way more comfortable on my eyes, which was nice. I didn't have the pressure on my eyes, but it was also, if I had to, I could literally open my eyes behind this without a problem. So that was a plus. Did I experience deeper rapid eye movement sleep? I experienced no difference in that. At least no noticeable difference in that, to be honest. So between the two sleep masks, this is the one I will be using. I wasn't even tempted to pull it off at all during the night or the afternoon when I laid down for a nap to test this. Overall, I'd say if all you want is sleep and good quality sleep, this is the one for you. Now, we have our battle of the dry shampoos. I tried 2 different dry shampoos over the last couple of weeks, and there's still a tiny bit left in each of them. How about that? We tested Dove Refresh Plus Care against the Organics brand Refresh and Full. A bit of glare from the camera. These are both around the $4 to $6 price point. Both claim to do the same thing, which is remove or dry up the oil, leave your hair clean, voluminous, and full, and just a basic refresh. So which one worked the best, since they both claim to do the same thing? Let's take Dove first, because I personally was not very pleased with this one. First of all, did it get rid of the oiliness in my hair? Yes, it did. But it also made my scalp burn and itch like mad within the first hour of wearing it. I've never had a problem with dry shampoo before, and I use it a lot. So even though I used a tiny amount, this also left, I want to say like a white-ish to almost light gray residue in my hair that would not comb or brush through. So I looked like I had super gray hair at my roots. That was not very attractive. Scent-wise, it smells great. actually. It smelled like I'd been rolling in a field of flowers, which was, nice. And that was definitely a no perfume day for me. But the scent does not go away. It lasts all day long, and it's actually kind of a tad overpowering. Would I recommend this to anyone? No. Don't get me wrong, I love Dove products. I use their soaps, their body washes, lotions, you name it. This is only one product out of many Dove products that I use. I wouldn't recommend it, no. If you're strapped on cash and you need a dry shampoo for around $4, by all means, go ahead and get it. But just know the pitfalls. And one of those, I hate to admit because I actually love Dove products so much, is when it came time to wash this out of my hair, it took 3 washes to get this out of my hair, and I just used a tiny bit. 3 washes. So not only did I have the irritation of my scalp, but I had to use 3 times as much actual shampoo to get it out of my hair. So if you do end up buying and using this, my personal advice is invest in a good clarifying shampoo. Now, on to organics. I found that overall this worked just as well at getting rid of the oils in the hair and scalp as the Dove. I was actually kind of impressed. And you ladies know me, I'm not easy to impress. But this almost did it. This brand is a little bit more. This is closer to $6 or $7, I believe. This brand has a much finer mist than the Dove. And although it does have a scent to it, it's really not that noticeable after an hour or so. Unless you have a super sensitive nose. It didn't leave any gray, white residue on my hair like the Dove did. And I was actually rather pleased with this. So if you absolutely have to have a dry shampoo, this would be my pick. Only because it did not have any of the pitfalls that I found with Dove. Long story short, if you're going to use a dry shampoo, cheaper is not always better. Spend the extra couple of bucks and buy a brand that's going to work better. And last but not least, a sneak peek of next week's product I will be reviewing. I didn't include these products today because I had just gotten them a little over a week ago. And I haven't really gotten to try them out and put them through their paces yet. So as I can give them a fair test and result. I mean, it's all about fairness and honesty here. So next week I will be reviewing Lanolin Manuka Honey. I got a couple of products from this line that I'm trying out. This is a skincare brand that is made in New Zealand. This might be interesting. I've been reading up, and supposedly Manuka honey is really nourishing for the skin and has all these benefits. So right now, I'm putting this to the test, and we will see where it goes. That's all for now, ladies. We will see you next week. Stay beautiful and stay you.